Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. As you guys can see, I'm back to my regular channel, and as you guys can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to talk about why the narcissist lies, and you know how narcissists lie to cover up another lie. You know, the narcissist picks and chooses who they lie to, but a lie is still a lie. And a lie will always come to light. And if it doesn't come to light through the victim's eyes, it will come to light in other ways. It will reflect back onto them, their own lies. They will be lied to. They're lying to themselves. They're deceiving themselves. These are the same people that always got problems. And they got problems because their lies always come back to them and haunt them in many different ways. And it's a lot of times by the people they told the truth to, you know? So as I steer clear from people, I realize that my life is not as hectic as it once was, because I was being gaslit by almost every person I came across. You know, the narcissist lies to cover up other lies. And then when they complain to people and they share their story and point the finger at people calling them narcissists, they're lying to themselves, because they too played a role in creating hell or creating lies that might have affected other people that to them it wasn't a big deal. So a lie is still a lie. So I really wanted to edit this video, but you guys, I don't know what's going on. I have a computer, a laptop that I hardly use, and I went on there to edit a video for you guys because I'm back on this channel as my primary channel. And I'll put the link down below to my other channel, which is the secondary channel that I've been using for a while. So if you guys haven't tuned into any of my past videos in the last couple months or whatnot, they should be on there. But I wanted to speak on, you know, how these narcissists, you know, tell lies. They don't feel bad about telling lies. That's the thing. They tell lies to cover up other lies. Sometimes those lies got nothing to do with you. They just brought you into it for no fucking reason. You know? For no reason. Meaning that, so if they cheat, you know, they're telling their friends, hey, they're telling their partner, I'm gonna go to my family's house, right? I'm gonna go visit my mother. They lie. And now they involve someone else in that lie. And that person's not even aware of it, right? So when you realize you've been lied to, you might think that other person got something to do with it, especially if you reached out to them and they lied for the narcissist. So now they're lying, right? Now they're in a position where maybe they're lying and they didn't really want to lie to you, right? But that's what people do. That's what narcissists do. They lie, and that lie just keeps growing, or it manifests in a different way. So when you're around someone who's a liar, you're putting your life in danger. This is why when I run across people that I could just, their vibration is giving me they lie about anything. They lie about the smallest things. That shit scares me. That shit scares me. I don't want to be around that, because that lie can grow to a big lie. What else will you lie about if you lie about something that, you know, right? Whose life will you put in danger by lying on someone? When someone lies, they'll put you in a situation where they're sacrificing you. And to them, they might not think nothing of it in the moment. They might think, oh, you know, you ain't got, nothing's gonna happen, right? The narcissist cheats, People end up dead. People end up with their property destroyed. People end up hurt. People end up suicidal. All over, all because of a lie. All because of a lie. So these people lie to hide from a lie. So they might lie to you, go tell the truth to someone else. They lie to hide from a lie. They're presenting themselves to those new people, the new supply one way, blaming you for everything. They lie to hide from a lie. Right? Now, they might be truthful to these people. At least in their head, they feel like, for the most part, they might even have friends and family who know the truth about the abuse. I've done this to this person. I've done that to that person. Or, you know, they tell people all the things that they're doing to you, right? They abuse you so bad that if you defend yourself, or if you do back to them what they've been doing to you for years, or if you go and talk to someone behind their back, not behind their back, but when you're not with them, when they discard you. They discard you and you talk to someone because you've been dealing with abuse for years. The narcissist finds out, right? You're all kind of bitches and hoes and sluts, and they're talking bad about you. They're trying to make you look like something that you're not. Like you're someone who sleeps around and you're for the streets and things like that. And you might have not even met up with this person, right? But then they'll continue saying, oh, you know, that's why I slapped her, or that's why I did this. That's why I cheated on her with the girl that I'm with, right? Because when the narcissist is cheating on you, some of the people around them, even though they already know how the narcissist is, they're side viewing the narcissist like you don't feel bad. Or they look at one person and they could tell how in love that person is, and they're looking at the narcissist like, why don't you just leave them alone? Why don't you just break up with them? You keep saying bad things about them. So they're questioning that behavior. Why are you juggling two people like that? Where people might even start giving you hints. Even children give you hints. And the narcissist is like, those kids are lying. They're in grown folks' business, and kids say anything, right? But they really say the truth. They talk about their family. Oh, my family, they're just jealous. They're haters. They don't want to see me happy, right? They don't want to see me happy because someone has exposed them. But if the narcissist can lie about you and get you to behave badly, it can justify all their lies and all their cheatings to those around them. So they lie to cover up another lie. You know, the lie don't stop. You know, so if they can get a reaction out of you, or you go and do something behind their back because you can't take it, and you're driving yourself mad that you don't know, you're like, I don't know, what can I do to stop thinking about this person or letting this person control me? Maybe I just need to move on. They're on and off with you. You finally, okay, I'm gonna just move on. The narcissist comes back like you did something to them. They hoover you. They sense that something's up. They hoover you, mess up what you got going, and while they're messing up what you got going, while you're trying to move on, and they mess it up for you, They're intentionally messing it up for you, and then they're going to others and they're like, so and so is playing me. So and so is playing me. But the only reason they hoovered you was to try to get proof. Just to get proof that you've moved on. They could sense it. They can tell. They're watching even. They're spying behind fake pages. And you don't even know. You're going out. They're like, oh, this person's going out. They're supposed to be sad. Something's up. I'm going to go over there. They can't even stand you being happy. They don't even want you to be happy because of their own lies, meaning that they lie to themselves, right? They can't stand to see you happy because of their own lies. They know they lied to you, but yet they don't want to see you happy. How can someone lie to you and not want to see you happy? How can someone lie to you and come and try to destroy your life, and they know they've been lying the whole time? They know they've watched you suffer. They've watched you self-sabotage. They've watched you almost nearly want to kill yourself, and they continue lying to your face as if they're just waiting on you to do it. Like, the hate is so deep, but they're looking at you like they're not doing anything. They're like, I'm not doing anything to you. If you do something to yourself, that's free will. That's on you, not on me. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm going to keep going on with my life. I'm not going to allow you to make me feel like I did something. I shouldn't have that type of power. They're so desensitized to how they're making you feel because they've gotten comfortable with their lies. They've gotten comfortable with their lies. So when I hear someone lie to me, I feel like you will kill me based off of your lies. I feel like you can get to the point where you lie so much and you get comfortable so much with your lies that you don't even care about your lies hurting someone. And then because if they don't react in a way where they're hurt and they move on, you're mad because they're not reacting the way you wanted them to react. And a lot of times they're not reacting the way you wanted them to react because they know what you want. They know you. They already know you just want to see me in tears. You just want to see me sad. So they do the opposite. And now you're on a vengeance to try to get back into that person's life to break them down. You're so jealous of seeing someone be able to move on with their life regardless of all the lies you told. You're so jealous that you have to stick around to destroy everything about that person before you leave. That like, your lies have become an addiction, that you tell so many lies, it just doesn't seem like a big deal. You blame others for believing your lies. You want to destroy people for exposing your lies or exposing truths. To the point where you nearly want to kill someone, destroy their lives. You nearly want to kill. You might as well be a murderer. You might as well be a murderer. Because Satan was a liar from the start, and you might as well be a murderer. You might as well kill somebody. You might as well kill somebody. A lot of narcissists might feel like, oh, I wouldn't do that because I don't want to go to jail. Or certain people who act like great people and they go to church, or they act like they're such good people, they lie. And they might feel like, oh, maybe sometimes I do lie, but I'm not capable of killing somebody. Lies kill. Lies kill. So you might think you're not you know, you're not capable of doing something like that, committing a crime like that. But lies can get people killed. Gossiping can get people killed. You're enjoying gossip and shit, right? It's funny, you feel like you're connecting, it's not that serious. Spreading lies, gossiping. You can kill somebody because you're gossiping with someone and this person is lying to you, giving you false information, but you believe it's true because you trust this person, but you only heard this person's side. You didn't hear the other person's side, so you don't really know if they're lying or not. It just sounds like the fucking truth. Now you start talking, you start enjoying those conversations, gossiping. And now a group of people, it went from one person that spread this lie to now a whole bunch of people believing the lie. And now all these people are trying to destroy one person based off of a lie of someone else. Now you got a whole fucking group of people. So to me, the moment you lie or the moment you believe someone who is lying about me, to me, you're willing to kill me. To me, you're willing to kill me. And, you know, when you are very cautious about liars, about thieves, because a liar will steal. A liar will steal from you. A lot of narcissists, they might not steal from you at first during the relationship because they need you to trust them. But this is how you fucking know a narcissist. When the relationship ends, they know it's going to be the final discard. Family, friends, partners, they'll steal from you. They'll take from you. They'll put you in situations where you can't provide for yourself. They'll try to ruin your life. And then they'll steal from you on top of that. So a liar will become jealous, envious, not allow you to move on with your life based off of their lies. Because they're holding on to their lives. They're trying to get that new supply. They're so hungry for that new supply. But then at the same time, they need to destroy you so that you don't want them. Their whole thing is, if I destroy you, you're not going to want to be with me. And I can move on with this new supply. And you can leave me alone in peace. You're not going to reverse hoover me because I treated you so bad. You shouldn't want to be around someone who did that to you. I showed you how evil I am. I only care about myself. Right? So you got people that purposely put you in vulnerable situations, even financially. So a liar will steal your light. They will steal your life. They will steal your relationships, friendships, your finances. They will steal your joy. They will steal your peace. Right? So a liar will steal things that don't cost money. And if they are capable of stealing things that don't cost money, they will steal things that do cost money. So a lot of people don't experience a narcissist stealing from them, but guess what? They don't steal from you a lot of times because even though they're stealing your time, they know that you're not paying attention. So guess what? They're not going to steal anything from you so that you can continue to trust them. So you can continue to trust them. Right? They lie. They're thieves. They're really thieves, but the thief needs to lie to you so that when they leave, now they can really show you who they are. So you'll see that some of them will go through your purse. You'll catch them in your purse. Things go missing. They'll destroy things and lie and say it wasn't them. Right? So Narcissist lying is so dangerous, but yet they make it seem like it's something so small because they've gotten comfortable lying. They've gotten comfortable with their own lies. I've been gaslit my whole life. I've been lied about my whole life. People have lied about me for no fucking reason even. And I would think, like, why? Why would they do something like that? Why would they say that about me? Make up lies about me. I've had people lie about me at work. I've had people lie about me at work, talk bad about me in another language, talking about me in Spanish, thinking I don't understand what they're saying, get me fired, you know. Then when I start speaking fluent and telling them I know what's going on, their lies get bigger, and then they try to make it seem like they're afraid of you and you're a danger to them, like they're afraid you're gonna do something to them, but they know that they're lying. And now they're lying about feeling threatened. How can you feel threatened and you're the one who lied? I should feel threatened by your lies. I should feel threatened because you're trying to destroy my life. You're trying to destroy the way I make money, the way I survive. I should be afraid of you. But because they know they're doing you wrong, they need people around, they need bodyguards, right? These people will lie. These people will lie on you. And then they want protection from others. So the reason they treat others good and they treat you bad and lie about you, they lie about how happy they are with their new supply and their friends and the people around. They lie about their happiness because they need people around them to protect them from their own lies. They need people around to be their bodyguards, to be their flying monkeys. So all these liars gather up together. Gather up and play the victim, and each and every one of them lie all the time. Lying right through their teeth, right through their gaps. You know? Just lying all the time. You know, all in their eyes. They'll look at you without blinking. They won't even blink while they're lying. Unless it's unexpected. Unless they weren't expecting you to see through them. Now they're blinking all over the place. Eyes are moving all over the place like they're you know, possessed or something. Their eyes is everywhere. I had friends lie on me for no reason. One of my closest friends lied to her family when her house got broken into and said that she thinks it might be me. And she avoided me for a while. And I'm like, why is she avoiding me? Finally had a conversation with her. And she's like, I just don't trust anyone because my house got broken into. And I'm like, we've never had a fallout over nothing. Like, you know, I didn't do it. Oh, my family thinks it might be you. Why wouldn't you defend me and tell them that's something I would never do? Like, that's not even in my character to do. That's weird. I don't go around breaking into people. I'll be scared to do it. It's just something I wouldn't do. I wouldn't even want to, I wouldn't even walk into somebody's house just because the door is open. You know what I'm saying? But she lied because she was meeting different men online and bringing them to her house. She was meeting men off dating sites and bringing them to her house. And she even said, oh, So some guy I was dating, his girlfriend followed him to my house. So it could have been anybody, but you allowed people to feed into that lie instead of defending me because it made you look good. It made you look good. You didn't want to be exposed for bringing strangers into your home. I had another friend, right? She couldn't have men and she couldn't have boyfriends over at her house. She had like a boyfriend that her parents didn't like, sneaking him into the house, right? A fucking expensive watch comes out missing, and all of a sudden she goes, oh, you know, you can't come in the house, like we gotta sit on the porch. And I'm like, why? She's like, oh, my mom thinks you stole the watch. And I'm like, what? She said, yeah, because, you know, she shared with her mom my personal problem, so she felt like I was a troubled kid, and because I was a troubled kid, I must have stole the watch. I was troubled, but not that type of troubled, but it didn't make sense to me then, right? I've been gaslit all my life. It didn't make sense to me then. I'm like, why? That doesn't make sense. Till later on, I realized, oh, she lied on me like my other friend lied on me. You know, they don't want to expose themselves. Just like, you know, they don't want to expose themselves. They lie on you, but then because they know they lied on you, they can't look you in the face the same anymore. They can't look at you as a friend anymore because they know they weren't a friend to you. Because they know they sacrificed you. They didn't care about giving you up. Oh, I'm going to just lie on you and say it was you because I don't really care for you. But at the same time, they'll lie and they'll say, you know, they'll lie on you. A lot of times they'll lie on you because they know that you're a good friend. A lot of times they'll lie on you because they know, oh, she's not gonna expose me. They're not gonna believe her. She, you know, or they know that people, or they felt like you weren't valuable as a friend. You weren't valuable as a friend anyway, so I'm just gonna lie and say it was you. You're not valuable as a friend anyway. They show you that they weren't really your friends. Or they'll choose other people over you. They'll choose new friendships over you. And you'll think to yourself, okay, but damn, why did you have to lie on me, right? It's always, why did you have to lie on me? Because there's no truth in them. They couldn't just avoid you. They didn't have a reason to not be around you anymore. Maybe they're around some new people and the new people don't like you. They don't have a way of telling you the only reason I don't like you is because I have new friends and they don't like you. First they liked you, but because now other people don't like you, now they don't like you either. And they don't have a reason not to like you, just like those people don't have a reason not to like you. So they'll lie. So I realized, you know, and I would feel like, oh, I took it personal, right? But I also knew things about this friend, like certain characteristics about them that, you know, it's like they won't just lie on you, they'll lie on anybody. Sometimes you take it personal, you feel like it was just you, but they'll lie on anybody if it doesn't benefit them. You know, and this same person, this same friend complain about their parent, about their mother, calling them a narcissist, but were behaving narcissistic themselves, and they were well aware of it. I would even tell myself, like, you know, based on how they dressed, I would think to myself, like, I wouldn't dress like that around my stepdad. And then when they need you, they'll call you. Oh, I got into a fight with my mom. Oh, why did you get in a fight with your mom? Oh, because she keeps accusing me of. I think they think I'm messing around with my stepdad. I'm thinking, well, you do dress provocative around a grown man that's not your dad. Basically naked. And you should have more respect for your mother. You know, you do lie. You lie. You know, you most likely accused me of stealing a watch, or else why would I be getting blamed over a watch, but you're the one bringing in people behind your parents' back? And now your parent is accusing you of something, and you're coming to me expecting me to be a friend after you gave me up, gave me away. You want me to be a friend to you and hear you out as if you're the victim. And in my head, I'm just thinking, you must be lying about that too, and you really did do something. Because they're narcissists. They act like victims. Their lies just keep growing into other lies. They're covering up. They lie about you to cover up other lies. Sometimes it's personal, and sometimes it's not personal. Sometimes they purposely they're trying to destroy you, and sometimes they're not really even trying to destroy you. It's just that they're lying because of a greater cause in their mind, and they feel like that lie shouldn't affect you. It's like, you know, lies were created about me, right, by my own aunt. My aunt was going through cancer, through chemo, and I'm telling her my plans and things that I wanted to do, which I shouldn't have shared with her. But I'm thinking at the time, right, when I was younger, I was thinking, you know, she's my elder, she's family, I should be able to take advice from her. And that's why even now as an adult, you know, when I come across the young people, I understand how young people feel when they're being attacked by their elders and people they're supposed to look up to, and I can see why they feel like they shouldn't have respect for nobody just because they're older than them, because sometimes they're strangers, right? Because sometimes they've been wronged by the people around them, so they won't. You got certain people in the, you know, certain kids, the youth, who are disrespectful. They don't have respect for their elders, but it comes from trauma. It comes from women attacking them. It comes from men attacking them and using them or abusing them or taking advantage of them. You know, and also when you get older, they're also looking up to people because they feel like you've already went through what they went through, and instead you're attacking them, you know. But then I also see the disrespect because they don't even realize that not everyone is like that. Some of us actually are different. Our characters are different. So I've been disrespected, you know, several times, you know, but I also know where it comes from. I know where the disrespect, the lies, where all this nonsense comes from. So when I'm with this aunt, you know, she lies on me while she's going through chemo, and I'm at her house. I'm telling her my plans. She tries to talk me out of my plans. I realize that her and other family members have done that my whole life, where they try to either be in my business, talk their way out of my you know, talk me out of my plans, and then when shit don't go my way and what I wanted, they hide, and then they lie, Or if they give me the wrong advice and I'm like, your advice was wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know everything the way you think you do. They'll lie and they'll run and they'll hide, you know? And they'll act like, oh, I don't got nothing to do with it, right? So I saw them trying to talk me out of my plans, and I could see what they were doing. And I'm like, this person's lying. They're trying to act like they want to help me, but really they're trying to talk me out of my plans. I knew it. So I left. Because I felt disrespected, and I allowed her to know I felt disrespected, because I knew that her kindness was fake and she was just trying to talk me out of my plans. And then when you catch them in lies and you expose them because they think you're stupid, you're always gonna be dumb. But now you're older, you're like, they don't realize you're not the same person from 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, shit, a year ago, 6 months ago. They don't realize that because they view you a certain way, or because they've always lied about you. See, when they lie in front of your face like that, you're finally exposing their lie, so they're shocked. But that goes to show that this heifer all them times there was conflicts in my life and she was involved somewhere in there. She lied so many times. She lied about me as a person when she never even knew me. She didn't live with me to know me. So if she was able to lie and she was expecting me to believe her lie, it's because I believed her lies many times. So that caught her off guard. And it caught her off guard because I had experienced a lot of things by that time, to where I knew I got to put my guard up, and that's from everybody, even my family. I used to trust them too much. Now I gotta be more cautious about what I say and what they say to me. Now that I'm aware of it, she's upset because she knows I'm aware of a lie that she just told. She tried to talk me out of my plans, and then try to offer help. But I already knew if I accept your help, it's gonna go bad in the long run because you've done it before. But I wasn't aware that it came from you. That my plans didn't go the way I planned because it came from you and your false help. This time I'm gonna do it alone. I don't need family, nobody to encourage me. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. I don't need your help. I don't need nothing from you. Right? Soon as I don't accept the help, you're mad. Why would you be mad? You don't gotta do nothing for me. Why are you mad? You know? So now I'm thinking you're acting weird. You're acting mad, or this is not normal behavior. Right? So I'm like, I'm gonna leave because this is weird. If you were telling me something you're doing, I'm not gonna care. I'll encourage you, I'll support you, and that's it. You're mad. That's weird to me. See, back in the day, I wouldn't have thought that was weird. Me seeing your emotions change from us having a good time, we're drinking coffee, having a good time, to me talking about my plans. How does that affect you? Because narcissists aren't just liars, they're jealous. So in the midst of it, you're smiling at me and, how come you don't do this? I can help you do this. You're offering your services. But I'm knowing you're only offering your services because you're mad about my plans. You're only offering your service. So I'm watching your facial expression, like smiling and acting attentive, right? I'm watching and I'm like, this is fake support. I'm already in my head watching you. This is fake support. You brought your jealousy to my awareness. Because the moment I expressed what I was gonna do, all you should have done is say, I'm happy for you, I support you. That's all that should have came out your mouth. You shouldn't have added your own plans, suggestions of changing my plans. That's when the red flag went up for me, right? And now you're offering help and you're smiling at me. So I'm like, this shit don't make no sense. Why are you acting so generous to me when you just switched up my plan? And that's something that you shouldn't have did out of respect for me as a human being with my own mind and my own thoughts and my own life. That's weird. And then now when I tell you, I stand on what I say, and these are my plans, and thank you, but no thank you. Like, I appreciate it. And I didn't react angry or I didn't have an attitude with this person. I was just kind of like, oh, no thank you. Like, you know, I'm okay. Like, in a nice way, even though I knew she was full of shit. I was still nice to her. So I'm sitting here thinking, I gotta be nice to somebody who just tried to like low-key play with me. And if I listened to you, and if I did what you wanted me to do, like I've done when I was younger, shit would have went left. And then you would have talked bad about me when it went left. So I'm trying to save myself from you trying to kill me, and just have good relationships with family and not involve them in anything business or money, or not involve them in my personal life like that. Just, you know, just staying cordial with everybody. That's what I'm trying to do. You're so mad you can't destroy me. That's weird to me. That's weird to me. So I'm telling you kindly, no thank you, you know, for your help. I got this, right? Now you're further suggesting other things. And not only that, you're using your daughter and people. Oh, she can even help you. Now you're including other people that don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You're including them when they might not even want to be a part of it. You're just including them and involving them into my business. When they're living, your daughter's living her life, you don't got to ask her nothing for me. And now you're doing that because you want you and your daughter to look like good people. Narcissists start being generous, trying to involve even their friends and family to come. All guys, that means all them times you and my other aunts attacked me or attacked my mother, you guys deliberately got together. Then you like to involve, they're liars. They act like they want to help you, and then they involve other people that are just like them to help you so that they can come together and lie on you later on. So when you're involving your own daughter, to me, it says to me, oh, so you've controlled, lied, manipulated me in the past, and now you're trying to do it again in front of my face. So now you're involving your daughter. Now you're pissing me off because I just said no. I just said no to you. No, thank you. Now you continue to try to change my mind again, but now you're using your daughter. Now you're pissing me off. Now you're pissing. First, you're just trying to destroy my plan. You're trying to kill me. Now you're trying to get your daughter included. So you want to kill me right along with your daughter. Now you're trying to get her to kill me too. Because later on, you're going to try to make it seem like you and her helped me, right? So you're trying to involve someone that don't got nothing to do. So you're trying to recruit somebody to kill me right with you, and you don't really know if they're going to help me or not, but you're hoping that they will because you feel like they owe you a favor. Here, daughter, you owe me a favor. Let's kill my niece, your cousin, together. I know you'll do it because you'll do anything for me because you're on my side before you're on her side. So they're showing you how they'll recruit. So that means your daughter is willing to kill for you even when you know you're wrong. That's what you're showing. So now you're pissing me off. So I continue telling her, no, thank you. So she started to insist. Now I feel like bitch, I'm letting you slide, being nice. Now I'm telling you no thank you when it comes to your daughter. No thank you, I'm good. You're insisting again. You're really pissing me off more, but I'm still being cool with you, telling you, oh, no thank you again. But you're really pissing me off because now you're including other people, meaning that anything I say to you, you're gonna go tell other people because you talk too much and you're a liar. You're manipulative, and then on top of that, you're going through chemo, and you don't even feel bad about the shit you're doing. And your husband looking at you crazy. And your husband looking at you like, damn, you're sick and you still acting up. Narcissists never stop their behavior. And I'm thinking, oh, he gonna leave you. And when he leave you, you gonna call him a narcissist. He's seeing that you got a bad character about yourself. And then when he leaves you, you're gonna say that he's the narcissist. And I saw it coming too. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking in my head, this her character? I even saw her lie on her stepson, and she said that because her stepson had a dog there because he couldn't have the dog in his apartment, but her daughter got a dog there too. It's just that that's her stepson, her husband's son, and you low-key don't like him, even though you've been knowing him since he was a kid, and now he's an adult just like your daughter, and you want your husband to treat your daughter like his daughter, but don't want him to treat his own son like his son. And he's doing him a favor by letting that dog there. And you're sitting here telling me that you're gonna lie to your husband and tell him that the yard man said that there's poop in the front yard so you can get rid of the dog, but the dog don't even go outside. And then your husband's son comes over to take the dog out on walks every day when he gets off work to use the bathroom. So when he came back from walking the dog, she tells him, where's your doggy bag? So are you just taking the dog out into the neighborhood to poop everywhere? Because the yard man said there was poop in front of the yard. He was like, well, it wasn't for my dog. He said, well, where does the dog poop? He said, not over here. You know, like he was irritated. He said, not over here. And I seen her lie on her husband. So I'm watching all this behavior right in front of me, right? I'm thinking your husband about to leave your weird ass, one, because even though her husband has narcissistic traits, you have them too. His are just different, right? And I saw everything coming. I'm thinking to myself, your lies are going to catch up to you. So when you feel like it's okay to lie on other people, so when you tell other people that you were abused by your husband, nobody's going to believe you because they're going to feel like you lie on people, so maybe you're lying on him, right? Not everybody's going to believe you when you've been abused, and that's because you've lied on people too. So to me, when I saw those behaviors, I'm like, okay, this lady, you know, she lies. And it was shocking me because I hadn't been around her for too long. And it was shocking me too because she was involved in a lot of things that happened to me growing up. So I'm like, you know, to me it was crazy because she went through a lot. She went through cancer, and I don't even wish bad on her, even with the shit she went through. But it's crazy to me how people really play victims, and they're constantly lying and affecting people, and they don't even see how bad it affects others. And then when they go through things, they're victims, right? You're a victim of cancer, you're a victim of a divorce, you're a victim, you're always a victim, but you don't even see the shit that you do to others. And that's why I rather be alone, and I like to spend a lot of time thinking about my actions and how to stay clear. The only way I could stay in the clear is by watching out who I'm around. And most people I've ever dealt with, most people I ever came across have always lied to me one way or another, even if it's a small lie. And that's why I think a lot of my depression has came from not feeling like I could trust anybody. Because to me, it's like, I don't go around lying on people. Why do people go around lying on me? I always tell the truth, or I try to be truthful. Or if I don't want to tell you the truth, I'd rather just change the subject, or tell you that I don't want to speak on what you want me to know instead of lying, you know. I'd rather be honest. I don't want to talk about it. So I'm watching this aunt's character and how she treated the people, not just me. I'm seeing how she's trying to redirect what I'm doing, offering her help, but she really trying to sabotage me. But she really acting like she want to help. And she probably really believes that she wants to help. But she's such a liar that people like that, even when they try to help you, got to stay away from them, because in her mind, she might really want to help me, right? But because she has patterns, when the patterns start happening, she'll deflect from her own patterns to put my life in danger. She will lie to cover up her own lies, right? So she might really want to help me, but she's so used to lying, and she has a bad character about herself, that character traits about herself, her anger, her control. She has these little character traits that when them things start popping up, and I don't want to be controlled by you, right? They'll start doing things to set you up. So they might have really wanted to help you, but because now you're calling them out on their character traits, and you might be like one of those people that you don't call people out, but what they will do is that when you see the red flags, you might not call them out. You might think, oh, that's just my auntie, you know, she's crazy. But if you don't call them out, what happens is that it grows. Their bad character traits grow, because now they feel like, okay, you've seen my controlling side already. So now I'm gonna control more and more and more. And now you'll get to the point where you're like, nah, I gotta tell this person that they gotta chill. And the moment you do that, that's when everything goes left. So that's why when it comes to people who offer their services and act like they want to help you, you got to be careful and pay attention to how they treat others, because that will just project you. That will just let you know what they'll do to you, you know. So I saw how they treated, you know, how she treated my step cousin, and I was like, oh, she's crazy, I gotta watch out for her, you know. So she's pissing me off. She goes from trying to change my plans, self-sabotage me. Now you want to involve your daughter to sabotage me. Now you're making up stories about your stepson. Now you're making up stories about what the yard man said when he didn't even say that. You just a liar, bro. You just lie on lie. And even her husband knew, because he gave his son that look like, let me deal with her. Don't even listen to her, go home. Like this bitch be lying. So that's when I was like, I don't respect her, because I see what they see, and I haven't been around you long enough. They live with you, you know. So I told her I'm gonna go home, and she was basically trying to stop me from going home. She's like, don't leave. I don't want you to leave mad, you know. I don't want you to leave knowing that I'm a fucking liar. That's what it really was. I don't want you to leave knowing I'm a fucking liar. That's really what it really was. When I got in the car, she tried to like stop me from closing my door, and she was like, I don't want you to drive upset. I'm like, I'm not upset. I just ready to go home, and I'll talk to you later. I said, I'll call you later. And her daughter came out. Her daughter was like, she just let her go, Mom. She just wants to, what did she say? She just want to blame other people for her problems. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll never talk to nobody about my plans ever again or express anything I went through ever again. Because, bitch, everything I had to go through it on my own. When my cousin, when she went through narcissist abuse and she couldn't get out of bed and she was crying, she had her mom by her side. She would even tell her mom to sleep with her. Your mom had to force you to go to work every fucking day, and you would call your mom while you were at work in the freezer crying because she was a baker. So it's like, you're sitting here trying to tell me I'm trying to blame others for my problems. What about you? What about you? You went through the same shit. It's just you had people around you and I didn't. So really, I feel like I'm stronger than you, as weak as you think I am for even sharing anything. And really, I feel like I shouldn't have shared shit at all. Right? Because I'm pretty sure when you were going through narcissist abuse, you probably were talking to everybody. Everybody you came across, you probably talked to. When I had to hold everything in. That's why I even started my YouTube channel, because I was holding my thoughts about people in and what was going on until I was like, I'm going to speak on this shit, right? So I left, and then later on, my aunt ended up telling my whole family, while she's going through chemo, she told my whole family that I hit her when I didn't. She lied and said I hit her when I didn't even touch the bitch. I got in my car and left. It was her who was standing in the way of me closing my door. And I didn't even touch her then. I was just like telling her, like, I'm about to go home, I'll call you later. So I could just imagine what you would do to your husband if he left against your will. You probably call the police on him. No one, and I'm thinking to myself, bitch, you probably call the police on your husband if he just leave, and you'll probably accuse him of hitting you. If you'll accuse me of hitting you, you'll probably do that shit to your husband. That's what I was thinking to myself. And I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, he gonna fucking leave and divorce your ass. Cause you lying on his son, you lying on me, bitch, you a whole liar. And then what's crazy is I told this to my other aunt. Me and her are close because people have lied on her too. And I'm telling her all that. I'm telling her like her husband gonna leave her because she's crazy. Then like months later, she's like, oh, guess what? They're getting a divorce, and she was crying and she was the fucking victim, boo-hoo. And you know what's crazy? When these people go through divorces and stuff like that, they got their family, their flying monkeys, and all the people around them. And those people around them, they know that person's a liar, but they'll defend them. They know that person did a lot of bullshit, but they'll defend them. Why? Because they've done bullshit together. The flying monkeys, they've done bullshit right along with, they've all done bullshit for each other. They're like a little cult. They've done bad things, and they have stories and secrets, and that's what remains. This is why they remain together, and they almost, it's like they'll tell the truth to one another about the things they do wrong. But when shit happens to them, they'll complain. Oh my God, they got me. Oh my God, I didn't get my way. Basically, it's a whole bunch of people complaining about what went wrong with them. And if you're around these people, you'll fuck around and think these are empaths and these are people that have been wrong. These are people that have wronged others, and all they do is talk about when someone has done something to them because they can't stand the fact that someone got over on them. That's all it is. They just don't like it when people get over on them because they're used to lying and getting over on other people. That's all it is. They just don't like to lose, you know. So you realize these people, they're all putting on a show. They're never they're not victims. They don't feel remorse, empathy for their lives. They don't feel bad about ruining your relationships, ruining your life, discrediting you, you know, like I said, firing you, from getting you fired from jobs. You know, these people will lie on you, and sometimes you don't even do nothing to them. They just are afraid of losing their job because they're liars and thieves. This is what's crazy, right? They're the ones lying they're the ones who are lying and stealing from the company. They're the ones lying and stealing from the company, and you're the one who does your work, and they will gather to get you fired. They'll lie on you, make up lies. Every time you make a mistake, they're trying to pay close attention to the mistake. But the whole time they're lying and they're stealing from the company, but they don't think they're stealing from the company because to them it's not a big deal. They're like, the company got a lot of money, right? They got a lot of money. Just like the customers. They're just like the customers that steal. There's no difference between them and the customers that steal and come in there. And then when customers and people steal, they act like they care. Oh my God, there's a thief, but they're thieves too. And you're here talking to them, sharing, oh, I'm not a thief, I don't steal. And they're seeing your character as being a good person. They know you're genuinely good. So they're studying you, and it makes them feel uncomfortable. And then they all of them steal together because they're a group. So they don't want you there. They're like, we don't want you here because you'll snitch on us. Even though you won't snitch on them, and they know you won't because they'll do stuff in front of you, and they're like, oh, she or he won't snitch. But they'll try to get you to do things, or they'll try to give you things. They'll try to gift you things. And when you don't take their gifts, it makes them uncomfortable. Because it's like, I can't buy you. And I know this because I have an aunt who worked at the bank for over 20-something years, and when she got fired for stealing, she tried to play the victim role, and one of my uncles told her, you're lucky they didn't put you in jail, and everybody else was defending her because they're all narcissists defending her. It's like they defend bad actions. It's more like, oh, you got caught type of thing, because all those people have that person's back because, yeah, they were stealing, but at least they were giving back to the people around them. They probably gave gifts to their flying monkeys, and that's why the flying monkeys won't be mad, because they feel like, shoot, you helped me out when I needed it, so I can't say nothing. I'm a thief too. I accepted money from a thief. You know what I'm saying? So they're blind. But I remember this aunt telling me, oh, you got to have good relationships with people. You got to get along with people. People have to like you. That's the most important thing. I always make sure I buy my employees donuts and coffee and things like that. And now you're fired. You really should be in jail. But the only reason you're not is because you were kind and did a lot of things for people. So they kind of let you slide, you know. And these type of people are the same type of people that will slander you and try to kill you and destroy your life just because bad things happen to them. But really, they brought those things onto themselves. And because bad things happen to them, and they might have more opportunities still than you, but for some reason they want to fuck with you, right? So they will lie. Oh, I didn't do anything. I didn't steal. They'll change their whole narrative of what really happened. I didn't steal. I was a hard worker. I didn't even think it was a big deal what I did, opening up accounts, when outside of bank hours. Like, I didn't know that you're opening up accounts while you're at home. You got access to the computer information, all type of shit. Of course, you're gonna get all these bonuses and stuff because you're working when other employees are not even at their desk. They're at home, and you're at home. Only that you're getting more bonuses because you're opening up accounts behind people's backs. So of course you always employee of the fucking month, bitch. You know? So these people do stuff and then they lie. And it's like they lie, but people will still trust them. And then when they abuse you, people won't believe you. They'll still keep believing these people, and it's because they're all liars all together. They've all lied for one another. That's why. You know, so I witnessed a lot of that. I used to blame myself, or I used to feel like, you know, or I used to feel like the people that care about me didn't care about me, or I felt like I couldn't trust anybody. And the reason I felt like I couldn't trust anybody is because everybody has lied to me, or I have witnessed them lying about things that they just shouldn't have lied about, you know. So these are the same people that will lie on you. And, you know, my family accusing me of hitting them when I went through chemo. They got together to tell that lie about me. All the sisters got together to tell that lie about me. And the moment now when I'm reacting and I'm pissed because you done crossed so many lines and I try to be nice, now I'm crazy. Now I gotta confront you in front of everybody. I'm like, oh, is she avoiding me too? Oh, hell no. I'm gonna figure out how to pop up on them like it's a fucking TV show where nobody's expecting me to walk into a family party because they didn't invite me, but I'm still show the fuck up. Right? And now I'm exposing you in front of your face. Why did you say that? And I'm thinking that exposing this person is gonna allow everyone else to stop being mad at me. And everybody's sitting there, oh, just let it go. Just don't say anything to her because she's going through chemo and cancer. And I'm like, no, I want her to apologize publicly in front of everybody for trying to defame my character. I want her to apologize in front of everyone because she is trying to make it seem like I'm someone I'm not. I would never hit her, first of all. I would never put my hands on her. I don't have a reason to put my hands on her, especially over a disagreement. Over what? Why would I fight you over me not accepting your offer for something I want to do with my life based on the choices I made? Why would I want to fight you over my life and my choices? All I was doing was telling you my plans. Why would I want to fight you over that? You did something. You must have done something. That doesn't even make sense. So what I realized when everybody was telling me to like not talk about it, let it go, and I was like, no, I want her to apologize because everybody thinks I hit her. My cousins and my whole family thinks I did something I didn't do. So I want her to publicly apologize. She tells me, oh, let's go outside and talk. She didn't want to publicly apologize. We went outside and then she apologized when we were one-on-one talking to each other. They don't want to publicly apologize, but they'll privately apologize to keep the lie going. And that's really what pissed me off even more, because you want to keep the lie going. And now I exposed you, but there was no reason I should have exposed you because everybody was in on it. And then I look back and I remember looking at everybody's eyes and everybody was avoiding me. Like I caught all of them fucking lying. And then they were lying, talking about my aunt, the one I was close to. They were lying about her too. And having secret meetings and shit. You know what I'm saying? So these people don't just lie, you know. And then on top of that, they were calling They were calling the university that I went to. They were calling at that time to check my grades and stuff like that. And this ain't my fucking, y'all, they are not my parents. They're just family. So they lie on you. And remember I said, if these people lie on you, they'll be jealous of you. They're jealous because why would you call my school to get information about me? Not only are you jealous, but you have ulterior motives. Sometimes the ulterior motives don't got nothing to do with you. They just wanted to kidnap my grandma to take over her house and take her money because they couldn't afford the lifestyle that they had because they got fired from the bank for being thieves, for being greedy, for opening up fucking businesses behind their back and then lost those businesses because they got bad luck and bad karma. And then this is why they're so quick to lie on others, because their life ain't shit, because their life is crumbling, because they keep doing shit to people, because they keep doing shit to themselves, because they keep being greedy. Straight up, because they keep being greedy. You know? So they'll lie on you. They'll lie on you because they got ulterior motives. And maybe those ulterior motives don't got nothing to do with you. But they need to get you out of there. They're like, we got to get you out of here. So we're going to lie and say you hit my aunt. We're going to make up all these lies. You're a danger to us. We're scared of you. You know, and it's all behind an ulterior motive. We just wanted to come in here and take my mother's house, and you know what I'm saying? So it's always an ulterior motive. So when they lie on you, they don't feel like they're doing a big deal. They don't think it's a big deal. If anything, they feel like, shit, this is my mother, right? But you're doing bogus. You want my grandmother to think ill of me. You want her to view me as a criminal. You're just as criminal for trying to make someone view me a way when I have never done nothing to anybody, to any of you at least, you know, as my family, because I trusted you more than anybody. So I realized all my life people were lying to me, and I just never knew they were lying because I expected that just because you're good to people, they're supposed to be good to you, or just because you're truthful to people, they're supposed to tell the truth to you. I also feel like I'm not a liar, I don't steal, but I'm not saying I never lied or I never stole. I feel like when I was younger, when I was a kid, I lied, I stole, I did things that were bad, but I learned based off of experiences when I was younger, so that when I got older, I had character about myself. There's certain things I would never do because I did them when I was young. I got in trouble. People talked to me about stealing. My family taught me about stealing and lying, even though these people were stealing and lying. They taught me about it and I took it serious. So as a kid, I learned this lesson, and in my adulthood, there's certain shit that I just won't do. I won't allow myself to do it. Even like, there's no bone in my body that wants to steal from anybody or take from anybody. You know what I'm saying? So when I see adults lying and stealing, to me, I see them as children. And most people lie, most people steal, even if it's something little, even if they feel like, oh, you know, this person's rich, the store is rich, all this stuff, right? So to me, I feel like a lot of people lie, a lot of people steal, a lot of people deceive. A lot of people think that they're not bad, but they do bad shit. And that's what scares me about people, is that they lie and they don't think that their lies are that much of a big deal, when those lies actually grow and impact people's lives even, you know. So with the narcissists, people in my life, I view them as children because they're, you know, older than me. They're supposed to be more mature. It's like they never grew up. So me as an adult, you know, I look at people that were supposed to be wiser, who did things that I feel like I wouldn't have done to a child, or, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't have done. And I put myself in their shoes, and I understand the reasons why they did what they did, or felt like they had to do what they had to do, or, you know what I'm saying. I can understand. I can understand, and I can't say I wouldn't have done it. I feel like if I was raised different, or if I was put in a different situation, I feel like anyone is capable of lying or doing certain things, right? But with the narcissist, it's like they do it for no reason, or they have everything. They have more than you, and you're like, well, I'm not doing it, but you're doing it, you know. Or they don't have a reason to do certain shit, and they still do it, you know. They don't have a reason to lie, and they'll still do it. They don't have a reason to create all these problems, but they'll create them just because they want to look like the good person, you know. So yeah, like I said, I had a friend who accused me to her family of breaking into her house. Never did that. That's weird. Well, I don't know why she would even point the finger at me, but like I said, it's because she was talking to people online. She had men coming over, so she didn't want people to know that she had men over there. So she made it seem like it had to be me. Like, she's the only one that comes here, right? Other friends sneaking guys over. Oh, she must have stole the watch. I'm like, why would people just accuse me of shit? My aunt, the one that I was close to because we felt like we were both lied on by the family, she lied on me. She told me to make her a Facebook. I made her a Facebook. When I made her the Facebook, I told her, you know, strangers are going to friend request you. Just be careful, because don't talk to them, right? I told her that when I made it. She's like, can you make it for me? I made it for her. Years later, I'm talking about years later, and not like a month later, years later, she's the victim. Her husband treats her bad, this, that. He's narking for sure. He's narking. He cheats on her. And I could see how after a marriage, being married for so long, and someone treats you bad, and now you're exposed to the internet, I could see why you would just entertain a conversation with somebody. But why would you blame your niece when you finally get caught? And I'm wondering, why is my uncle following me around in his truck like a mad person, giving me the evil stare? We went to the grocery store. He followed us to the grocery store and then gave us the evil stare because he's thinking that I'm trying to get his wife to act like she's single or something, and I didn't do any of it. You know, she's her own woman. She's older than me. She's her own woman. So she basically let it slip and said, I told him, you made me my Facebook. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't tell you to go and cheat and talk to people. Like, the fuck, why you even bring me into it? Why you even told him I made it for you? Like, that's weird, right? Because I made it, but I made it years ago. So now it made sense to me why he followed us and gave me this evil stare. And I'm like, why is he doing all this? So you're putting my life in danger based off of a lie that you told, and me and you are supposed to be close. And now when I don't talk to you, you're going to other people telling them you don't know why I talked to you, and that you did a lot of nice things for me, and that you bought me this or you bought me that, and you don't know why I don't speak to you anymore. And you don't realize that your lie put my life in danger, and that's why I don't fuck with you. But you're not gonna tell people. What's crazy is you keep talking, but you won't tell people what you did to me. You won't tell people what you did to me, and then you keep wanting people to pick your side, like, oh, you know, that's not right that she don't talk to you. You were there for her when at a vulnerable place in her life. You even gave her a gift, a nice gift, and now she's not talking to you, and you're telling people that I treated your son bad, all because your son is delusional and he's a narcissist, and even he knows when I told him, when I saw through his bullshit, he started laughing and was like, dang, you got me. He thought it was funny that I could see through his lies and nobody else can. So your son got you so deceived. You're defending him and you don't take accountability, but I'm starting to see that he's like you. You motherfuckers do shit to people and then you lie and act like you didn't do nothing to that person, and then you act like a victim, and then you keep saying that you're not like your sisters, but you're acting just like them. And then you oh, my sisters, oh, they took my mom, they took the money, they took everything, they ain't leave me with shit. But you're doing the same thing when you lie to me, and it might not be as, the lie might not be as big as your sisters deceiving you to take your inheritance. You know what I'm saying? It might not be that big, but you still made a lie that put my life in danger. So to me, it's like the lie is just as bad, it's just as big. So you motherfuckers out here just be telling lies and don't even realize how big your lies are. So when I come across people that lie, I just get turned off right away. And almost everyone I come across is a liar. And because now I've separated myself from everybody and and realizing that I wasn't just lied about, I was gaslit. And then when I finally defended myself, everybody made it, sacrificed me. And then they went off and lived their life. They went off to live their life, their lie, like nothing happened. The narcissist sacrificed me. The narcissist was in a relationship with me, helping me see the lies of others, right? This is what really fucked me up. I'm paying attention to everybody lying, thinking the person I'm sleeping with got my back. And really, they were lying too. They were bringing a lot of awareness to me. You know what I'm saying? So I trusted them. I trusted them because they brought the awareness to me. I felt like I owed them loyalty because I learned a lot while I was with them. And they were lying to me behind my back the whole time too. And that's what made me realize, oh, all these motherfuckers are aware of what they're doing. They're actually aware. You're like, do they know what they're doing? Hell yeah. And that's what makes it so fucked up. Because you understand, like, people lie, people steal, people do. But these people are wide awake doing this shit. They know exactly. It's like they know those lies can get big. They know those lies can affect your life. And they don't care. They don't care. They'll be around you, watching you cry and suffer for being deceived by the people closest to you. Meanwhile, they're planning on doing the same shit to you. They're lying to your face too. And then when you try to leave the narcissist alone, they don't want to leave you alone. They keep coming back, keep trying to deceive you like they care about you, but they're really plotting on their escape so that they can finally leave and never look back, because they don't want to look back when the final discard happens. They don't want to look back because they know you're going to become aware of who they were and what they did to you and how they could have helped you out of that hell you were going through. They could have encouraged you when people were trying to sacrifice you, because that's what they were doing when they lied. They were trying to kill you. The narcissist could have helped you escape by encouraging you and being positive and loving you and giving you good energy. Even if they weren't in love with you, they could have gave you good energy, right? They could have at least helped you get your shit together, right? To where you're not thinking about the negativity. They could have helped you where you weren't thinking about the negativity. But instead, they kept dumping negativity on you. And they kept using what you were going through to motivate themselves to shit on you too. And destroy you completely, because they know, hey, I could have helped you. You could have got out of what you went through and the sadness you were experiencing. You could have focused on yourself, on your joy, on your happiness, and on your growth. But instead, they're plotting on destroying you right along. They're like, oh, if your family, if the people around you sacrifice you, why should I not sacrifice you? And that's the thing too. When your family turns your back on you and they lie on you, they already know you're gonna go out into the world and you're gonna trust people, and they already know that everyone you trust is gonna lie to you. They already know those things. So they're basically trying to kill you, because they're like, they already know you're going to go out in the world and you're going to come across people. And if your own family can do this to you, what makes you think strangers won't do this shit to you? So they already know, oh, people out there, the person you're in a relationship with, they already see it coming. They already see it coming. And if these people all want to sacrifice you to the point where you don't have anybody in your life that loves you, they know that you're going to kill yourself. They're like, you're going to kill yourself. So these people bring you down, and then they feel like you're going to end up killing yourself and you're on your own. And then you're basically being attacked by the whole world. That's what it feels like. It feels like now everyone's throwing sticks and stones at you, because they're wondering, why is your daddy not around? Why is your mother not around? Why is your family not around? Now you got all these predators that want to hurt you. And it was all based off of lies, you know, and lack of accountability from everyone, from your family, from your parents, you know, your parents lying on you, your parents aren't doing their job. They're not being good parents. So now oh, this person's not helping me. Oh, I just cooked dinner, but it was really you who cooked dinner. They even start taking credit for what you're doing, because they're not doing their job. And then when you start slacking in other things, they'll gossip about you slacking on other things, but you're also doing their job for them and not even enjoying your childhood. You know what I'm saying? So people lie and lie until you're only living for yourself. You're only living for yourself, but you also know that living for yourself has no meaning. You might as well be dead. You might feel motivated to prove to others that you didn't end up how they wanted you to end up. But even when you succeed, it doesn't mean that it's gonna bring you happiness, because all you wanted was family. All you wanted was the things that weren't supposed to cost anything. And you'll realize that these people sacrificed you, they lied for free. They sacrificed, they gave up things that don't cost a thing, family. They broke the family apart over money. They broke all these things for things that had more value. Greed overtook them over things that were more valuable. Unity, love, protection, all these things. But you'll see that they can't be alone. The narcissist cannot be alone. So in order for them not to be alone, they got to continue to lie. So if you wonder why do they keep lying, it's because they're afraid of being alone. And yet their worst fear is what you're living. You're living in that. And eventually you grow strong. And it builds character because you don't really need people to motivate you to succeed. You don't really need their advice. You don't even feel the need to tell them your plans. It builds character about yourself. But then the people that are drawn to you, or the people that care about you or love or respect, or they just respect you because they respect your character. A lot of times, I think what hurts too is that people will care about us, but we almost feel like it's hard to love people because the people we love the most didn't love us. So we understand the narcissist in a sense because they lie to escape other lies. And they play this arrogance, this role, like they're so arrogant and so confident. But they're really hurt about the people that they loved lying to them. And that's why they didn't care about what they did to you, because it was all about them. So you also see that you're not taking out what you went through on strangers and people who are good. If anything, when you come across good people, you don't want to exploit them at all. You know, if anything, you don't even want to take nothing from them because you know they're kind. Sometimes they're so kind that you tell them, hey, you got to be careful who you're kind to, because even though I'm not a bad person and would do nothing to you, I could see someone taking advantage of you. You know, you even warn them, right? You even warn them. So you can't understand why the narcissist would do such thing to you. But it's because they're a liar. There's no truth in them. And if you think that this person changed overnight, I'm here to tell you these people, they don't change overnight. Yeah, they adjust their behaviors. Yeah, they keep going. They don't stop, you know. They're not gonna die just because they did what they did, and they're liars. They're not gonna stop living, you know, just because they did something to you. So of course they're gonna, you know, they're gonna keep living their life, their lie. But a lot of times when you think about them and you're like, why didn't they get their karma and things like that? It's like, it's not really a good place to be, because when you want karma, you're basically wishing death on them. You're wishing the same shit they wished on you because you feel like they hurt you. And you might think, oh no, I don't wish death on them. I just want something bad to happen to them. You know, that's basically, you're just wishing, you feel like they should disappear. They should be gone for what they done to you because it was fucked up, you know? So you think that they're happy. It's not that they're happy, is that you want to believe that they're happy because you're still hurt about what they did. So you want to believe that they're happy and they got away. I haven't seen a narcissist get away. You know, I had family lie on me and try to make me seem like this bad person, to the point that I had a cousin who called me, who went to jail because she was messing with a narcissistic man and she got herself into some trouble. And she's very beautiful, very pretty, but because of her looks, she gets away with a lot, meaning that, you know, she gets out of jail, they're buying her a brand new car, they're trying to help her get her life together. And if I would have done those things, people would have sacrificed me. No one would have helped me. Nobody would have bought me a fucking car. You know what I'm saying? So there's this different type of treatment where this cousin basically called me and was telling me all the bad shit people and family were saying about me. And I was like, how could you be saying anything to me and you're sitting in jail right now? I thought that shit was crazy. So my own aunt was talking bad about me to her daughter, and her daughter's sitting in jail. And they're all talking about me. These people don't stop. When I mean these people do not stop with their lies and their bullshit, it just don't stop. And what's crazy is bad shit will happen to them and they still won't stop. They'll support people doing bad shit. Why? Because they're doing bad shit too. So they support people that do bad things because they're expecting people to support them when they do bad things. So we live in a fucked up world with a lot of narcissists who are willing to lie. And then it's like, if you tell them or share with them your reality, because it's not their reality, they're going to say that you're a liar. You know, if you call them out on their behavior or their, you know, or discrimination or their racism, or you're always going to be a liar. So that's just what I learned about people. You know, they're going to put themselves first. They're going to put the people around them who are liars like them first, you know. And these people are, they constantly, and what's crazy is the empath, we don't have we don't want to act like them. You know, we don't want to change who we are because of them. And we have boundaries and standards about ourselves when we are conscious. We're aware of shit more. But we still don't want to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't want to do what they're doing. And it's like they hate you. It's like the world will hate you and make life more complicated for you because they see that they can tell you don't want no problem. So now they talk about you in front of your face or behind your back, and then they're smiling in your face, and you don't even know these people. They're just used to, they see you. They think just because they see you, they know you. They start talking to you like they know you. If you see them in the street and they recognize you, they act like they know you. They start acting weird when you see them and they're talking to their friends and you don't even know these people. They're just creating lies about you. You don't even know these people. They're just strangers. So I think that's what scares me about the world, is that a lot of people lie and a lot of people protect liars, you know. And it's not, to me, it's like, it's not about, oh, trying to expose people for lying or anything like that. But that's just the reality, you know, of the type of world that we live in. So, you know, I can no longer be gaslit by people, because when I approach situations, I don't believe what people tell me. When I meet people, when they tell me where they work at, or I just don't believe nothing. I don't believe nothing until I just see it with my own eyes, you know. That's what it really, being lied to so much, that's what it's boiled down to. It's, I don't believe nobody until I see it with my own eyes. That's just what it is, you know. I just don't believe people anymore. And I think that's where my sadness comes from. It's feeling like you can never trust nobody just because people are just lovers of themselves and they don't even see. It's like they're blinded to themselves, and They speak about consciousness. They speak about their third eye being open. They speak all this witchcraft shit and all these spirituality and bullshit, but they don't really believe in these things because they're constantly lying to themselves, lying about the shit that they believe in. They're lying about being Christians, but they don't ever open that fucking Bible, or they open the Bible and end up falling asleep. Like, you just got people lying out here, you know? So, you know, don't ever take it personal when people do stuff to you and they lie or get over on you or get people together to slander you. Not everyone is going to treat you like that, you know. It's just that when the lies happen, they spread, and then now everybody wants to attack you, right? It's like going to a school and people have lied to you. You go to a school in elementary school, middle school, high school, and you're like, damn, people always want to fight me, always want to fight me. And it's because people spread lies about you and things from your past, things from middle school. People say things about you from middle school and high school, and you're wondering, why is shit always people trying to fight me? But then you go to another school and you never got into a fight there. And no one ever fought you. Because they don't got nothing to say about you from the past. There's no lies that can be created because you got a fresh start. Right? And you deal with things right away. Where before, things where people were talking about you and you don't even, you weren't even aware of the lies, and you probably didn't even defend yourself. Now you know, if someone lies about me, I'm gonna defend myself. So you don't come across those problems anymore because you got nobody lying on you. You don't got nobody lying on you. There's nothing to lie about. They can't say nothing about you. So when people are gang stalking you in groups, it all came from one person. When the narcissist family is all gang stalking you and they don't like you, it came from them. It came from them because if the people around them really wanted the narcissist to be happy, they're not going to treat you like that. A lot of times you think, oh, the family doesn't want the narcissist to be happy. No, it's the narcissist talking shit. Family don't care. It's them talking shit. Your friends don't like you. Your friends' parents don't like you. It came from them. Or they're taking out, or they're taking out their anger out on you based off of what they've went through, and they won't like you for no reason, just based off of their of an experience they had with someone that reminds them of you. So now they're lying on you based off of, people will lie on you, accuse you of stealing. Why? Because they'll compare you to someone that they feel you look like. Oh, a person came in here and stole and they look just like you, so now I think you stole too because they look like you. These people will lie because they're so paranoid and crazy. Paranoia. They will lie because of paranoia. A lot of times narcissists are paranoid, so they lie because they're paranoid. They lie because they think things are going to come back and bite them, so the lie gets bigger. And then they don't want to take accountability when they know they falsely accused you of things. They falsely accused you of things, cheating, when they were doing it. They were paranoid that you were going to cheat on them. Why? Because they've cheated on everybody they've ever been with. They're paranoid. Why? Because they've gotten caught before. So now they got to show, they want to get caught because they've gotten caught before, so they want to purposely get caught. You know? So they're lying to themselves. They're playing themselves. They know the results, so then they try to reveal themselves because it gives them a sense of power and control, you know? So I hope that this message, you guys, was helpful. I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace in your healing. You know, be very vigilant, be aware, be conscious of your surroundings and the people around you and what you say. And know that people, you could say stuff to people and they will just twist your words because they don't understand you. Sometimes that's another reason that narcissists lie, because sometimes the way it's almost like they're not even conscious, because you could say something to them and they're only gonna, it's like they got selective hearing and they're only gonna take certain parts of what you say. And when it comes to how you feel, it's like they're not gonna understand what you're trying to tell them, because anything that comes from a place of feelings that have nothing to do with them, they're only going to take what they can take. So you could say, you know, you're like treating me so bad that I thought you were the devil. They're not going to say, oh, I was treating you bad and you have a right to feel like that. They're going to say, oh, you said I'm the devil, right? And then they'll go and tell other people, oh, she called me the devil, you know what I'm saying? And now everyone is attacking you. Oh, how could you say that about this person? They go to church every Sunday. You don't even go to church. Now everyone's attacking you. And it's based off of a lie. But the narcissist doesn't feel like they're lying, because they're like, she did say that. She did say I was the devil, you know? And then you're like, yeah, but I said that because you did this to me and this hurt my feelings. They don't want to hear that shit. These are selfish people. You know, they're like children. They're like kids. But in adult bodies, they're old as fuck. You know, acting like children. You know. So, you know, and a lot of these people, they never learn their lesson. And they're like young kids, when kids are young and they think they're grown. Oh, I'm 18, I'm grown, I know everything, right? It's like, I know everything. Oh, you're just jealous of me because I'm young. But they're not taking, you're trying to help them. You're trying to help them, but they think they're so used to being attacked, they think you're bullshitting, and they think they know everything, you know? Think they know everything, and you know, they end up sabotaging, you know, themselves. But they don't want to change. They want to they tell themselves, oh, I'm just not going to get caught next time. Everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is lying. It's just that I got caught. I know now next time what I could do not to get caught, because my friends haven't got caught. And then they get older, you know, they get older and they still got that same attitude. Nobody can tell me nothing. They think they've changed, but they haven't changed. They just got smarter at manipulating. And now they're those are the people attacking people who are now they get older and they're attacking younger people, even though they know that when they were young they were being attacked. So it's like childish behavior. It's like children fighting with children. Somebody got to be the adult, but nobody wants to be the adult. Everybody wants to act like kids and lie and cheat and steal. And life is hard, period, right? Life is hard. Life is hard. So it's not about not saying you couldn't put yourself in. The thing is, you could put yourself in all of these narcissist shoes. You could forgive them. You're not judging them. They did fucked up shit to you that you can't change. They stressed you out. They mentally stressed you out. They fucked up your health. They did a lot of bad things to you, and still you don't even wish bad on them because you understand why they did it. You understand how they think, how they feel. You understand all of it. A lot of the pain comes from from being gaslit and really caring about the people that hurt you. I think it's just the betrayal of not knowing what was happening. And yeah, you get comfort from knowing what was happening, but you don't get comfort because you have to live with it. You have to live with the lies that were said about you, and you have to live with accepting what people said about you, accepting the lies and their perception, being okay with people perceiving you one way even though you know that's not who you are, you know. So, you know, being betrayed and seeing that most people, that everybody just cares about themselves. And I was thinking to myself the other day, I said, if people weren't such liars, everybody will probably have a soulmate. But people lie. There's so many people in this world, you would think everybody got a soulmate. But that's not the case, right? That lets you know that a lot of people's human nature is to put themselves first. They don't know nothing about sacrifice, right? And with the empath, we're sacrificing ourselves for others. Just like animals sacrifice themselves for their offsprings, right? We live and we die. That's life. We live, we die, we give life, we die. The ones we give life to, they die. So we were constantly giving life to people, killing ourselves, killing ourselves over their lives. Killing ourselves over their lives. We're giving people life. We were giving the narcissist life. And all they did was take it, right? Just like a predator out in the wild eating his own offsprings. And you're wondering, why is he eating out his own offsprings? Why? Oh, because it's not going to survive. Oh, because it's too many to feed. Oh, because it's injured. So he's just going to sacrifice it because he's injured. He's dying anyway, right? Narcissists come at you like predators. That's how you know they're a predator, when they lie to you. When you know they're lying, but they keep lying. When you got proof, but they keep lying. When they stay around you, even though they don't want to be around you, but they're still around you. They're killing you, right? They're killing you. So you have to ask yourself, what is the narcissist living for? Because we all live and die. What are they living for that was so important that they had to lie to you? Because the narcissist does not believe they're bad. They feel like they were just surviving and you were food to them. You were supply. So it's all about who you're feeding into. Who are you giving supply to? Who are you feeding? Who are you bringing to life? Someone who is trying to kill you? Someone who won't sacrifice themselves for you? Is this person worth sacrificing yourself for, right? It makes you more aware of who you give to, because they're not willing to give back to you. That's how you know when someone's really got you, when they're willing to do the same. And not a lot of people are willing to die for you. You're gonna see a lot of people aren't willing to die for you. You are willing to die for a lot of these people. Not everybody, but maybe the person that raised you. Maybe the person that you fell in love with, who you thought saved you from others. You're willing to sacrifice yourself for them, right? But they never were willing to sacrifice themselves for you. And yeah, they killed you, and now you get to live again. But now you have to be more selfish about surviving and living, because you know that there's people everywhere willing to tell a lie, create a lie just to kill you, to the point where you don't even want to talk at all anymore. You literally don't even talk because you feel like if you don't talk, no one can create any lies. No one can say you said something you didn't say if you don't even talk. I'm the quietest person, not because I feel like I'm the realest person in the room. I'm the quietest person because I don't want nobody to give them a reason to make up a lie. So when they make up a lie, everyone's gonna say she wasn't even saying anything. She don't even talk like that. And when she do talk, she's careful about what she says. So I'm not lying to prove that I'm not quiet to prove that I'm the realest person in the room. I'm quiet to keep myself from dying. That's why I'm quiet, to keep myself from dying. And even when you're quiet, people still gotta find reasons to still try to kill you. Only that you see it coming and you know who it is, because you were so quiet that the person trying to kill you is just talking, and you're watching everybody's demeanor change. And you hear it from the horse's mouth. And then the same people end up killing themselves trying to kill you. You know? So the problem with that too is that you could be quiet, and now when you're talking, when you do talk, they're paying attention to what you're saying. So guess what? The moment you say the wrong thing, or you joke around or anything because you want to fit in or make people feel comfortable, they just use that opportunity to get over on you. They're just gonna use that opportunity to get over on you. It's very scary what humans are capable of. So, you know, be careful, you guys. I'm sending you guys lots of love. You know, the best way that you can fight the narcissist people in your life is by remaining positive and being careful about what you say, how you say it. You know, it's not about not being able to be yourself. It's not about, oh, I'm gonna be the quietest person in the room. Like, it's not like you can't joke around and things like that, but you gotta know who you're dealing with first. Know who you're dealing with first, and then move accordingly. You could be yourself. You could crack a joke or two. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to stay silent and be weird either. You stay silent and be weird, now you're gonna get got just for being weird and quiet, because now people are gonna assume that you probably lie and you're afraid of lying. And you could be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You've got to be careful for the people that you're around and who you're talking around with, because you might not even say anything bad, But the moment you start disclosing too much information about yourself, even though you haven't said anything bad, that person might feel like they need to compete with you because they were expecting something else out of you, and now they're watching the way you talk, the way you behave, and now they want to change the narrative of who you are. They're getting ready to lie. So you got to be careful about getting close to people that, you know, you think you're not thinking anything of it, you know. It seems innocent, but they keep asking you questions because they felt like you were real quiet. Now you're talking. Now I'm going to start bombarding you with questions so I can lie on you later on. You know, they want to slander you so that they can keep themselves on top, and they'll do anything, say anything. And trust me, these are the same people that when shit happens to them, their family, their kids, they don't like it when it happens to them. So, you know, be very careful. If you guys want to book a session with me, my booking information is also on the description, you know, to support my channel. And I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace. Talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.